Guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock, then you're pretty much aware of the coronavirus and everything that it's been doing. I recently uploaded a video about things you can do for spring break. Since thousands of people are probably going to be staying home to stay safe, I thought I would make another spring break video, but about things that you can do inside. And so, I hope this helps you guys. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so the first one I have for you guys is pretty obvious, and that is binge watch some TV. Now, most people these days at least have one subscription, whether that's to Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, or whatnot. Some people even splurge on all of them. I'm not judging. I don't, but some people do. And so during this time when you're staying inside and you got nothing to do, you might as well binge watch some movies. There's plenty of them all over. There's like new ones coming out all the time. There probably won't be any brand new ones, considering everything's being postponed and canceled. So catch up on all the movies and TV shows that you weren't able to watch when you were at school or at work. And it's just very time consuming because a lot of people can get lost in TV shows and movies that they really get invested in. And next thing you know, you've been binge watching a movie for 48 hours. So that's definitely something that you can do during this time. Okay, so the second thing you can do is start a workout routine. Now, exercising is a great way to stay healthy, great way to build muscle and boost your immune system. It's also very time consuming and entertaining for some people. Now, you might be thinking that you're staying inside, so you can't go to the gym, or maybe you can't afford to go to the gym regardless. So, do it at home. There are programs you can purchase that you can do straight from home, or you can just go the easy way and the most inexpensive way, and that is to just use YouTube. I've said this in some of my other videos. It is so easy to find a workout routine on YouTube, and if you don't like any of the ones that you see, you can watch a bunch of different ones, put a bunch of different moves together, and you have your very own workout routine. There are so many different channels out there. I might recommend a few down below in the description, so check that out just in case I do. But yeah, consider starting a workout routine. You can definitely do it for the entire spring break and even longer. If this is something that you want to do, you can continue to do it after that. Just start a habit. You start now, you'll be able to work it into your routine later on, whether or not we all are forced to stay inside for longer than spring break or not. Okay, so the third thing you can do is indoor camping. Now, this is mostly something that you can start at night and do it every night during spring break if you want, just to change things up. All you need are cushions from your couch and chairs, blankets, pillows, things like that. Most of the stuff that you have already lying around the house or apartment, so it's not something that you're going to have to go out and buy. If you want to make it feel even more like you're camping outside, then you can use your TV or laptop and put on a campfire, sort of like what the Teslas do. And then you can also buy some marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate so that you can make s'mores while you're sitting there camping. This is entirely up to you. This is just an idea of something you can do. You don't have to, obviously, but if you want to do something entertaining or something that changes your entire demeanor at home, then I highly recommend you do this. It's very fun to do, especially with a spouse or a friend or someone that you're staying inside with. The fourth thing you can do is try some new recipes. Now, like myself, some people see something they like on TV or at a restaurant or something, and they're like, oh, I'd like to try that. Well, why don't you? You're not going outside, so get some stuff, get some supplies, and learn how to cook something you never cooked before. Whether that's banana bread, a cake that you've always wanted to bake before, or it's just a simple recipe that your parents or your siblings know that you don't know, so you can just go ahead and learn it. It's not that hard, it's very simple sometimes, and it's also something new for you to learn. So, try it. The fifth thing that you can do is redecorate your living space. The fifth thing that you can do is redecorate your living space. So, if you're the kind of person who has your dressers and your TV and everything in the same spot, and it's been that way for a couple months or years, and you're going to be stuck inside, I highly recommend that you do some redecorating. Whether that's repainting your walls, putting up new artwork, or just moving your furniture around. Do something like that, because when you're stuck inside, it gets very boring and you can become very irritable seeing the same things over and over and over and over again. So if you redecorate your living space, you're more than likely to not be as irritated as you would be if you didn't redecorate. So I highly recommend that. It doesn't take a lot of time if you have people to help you, or if it's just you, you can move one thing at a time, or one thing per day if that's what you want to do. Just redecorate your living space, because you're going to be living there for a long time, especially if you're being quarantined or you're deciding to self-quarantine. So definitely do it. Definitely do that. So the sixth thing you can do is research. Maybe there's something you've always wanted to do, or something you always wanted to buy, or maybe a place you've always wanted to visit. It doesn't hurt to go and do some research about it. Like, for example, if there's a car that you've always wanted, you want it really, really badly, does it fit into your lifestyle? If you have that car, do you have a place to park it? Do you have the money for the insurance? Because you might like that car, but do you actually have the money for the insurance? Because it doesn't matter if you have the money to buy it. It matters if you have the money to maintain it. Does it fit into your lifestyle? Does it actually fit anywhere near your apartment or house? Where are you going to put it? What are you going to put in it? How are you going to clean it? How are you going to repair it? You didn't know all these things. And so sit down, do some research on something that you've always wanted to do, buy, or places that you might want to visit. Another example is if you plan on visiting Australia. Now, obviously you can't do that now, but in the future when all this is over, if you want to actually go to Australia, then you should probably take this time to do some research. How much is a plane ticket going to cost? How much do things cost there? What's the environment like? What are the people like? Do research. Look, take everything into account, because you want to know if you can actually afford to do it versus what you want to do. So this is a perfect time to do some research on just about anything. And with Google as your source, you can probably find just about anything you want to find. So do some research. The seventh thing you can do is window shop. Online, obviously. So maybe you're looking to get some new furniture, or maybe you're interested in some of the new tech that's out, but you obviously can't go outside. So window shop online, or just shop online. Now, of course, there's Amazon, but there are other things that now deliver at home. Target, I think, is an American-based store. They definitely deliver at home. At least most of them do. I know that the one down the street from me does. Walmart delivers from home. Most places nowadays are trying to compete with Amazon, so they most definitely do deliver at home. I think the timing is different though. The best place to buy stuff from sometimes is Amazon and or eBay. So that's entirely up to you. But do some window shopping. Find things that you might want in the future. Like if you're going to start a YouTube channel, what do you need to start that channel? Research the prices for that and maybe put it on your wish list. Or if you need some new things for your car, maybe put that on your wish list as well. Do some window shopping. or just buy it in general. Like if you need new furniture but you don't want to go out and get it, you can buy furniture off of Wayfair and other online shopping centers like that and get your furniture delivered to you. So, window shop. That's definitely something that you can do. The eighth thing I have for you is also pretty obvious, and that is play video games. Now, a lot of people are obsessed with video games. Some people I know have told me that they even played a game for 48 hours straight without even realizing it. So, play some video games. Buy new ones online or go over some of the older ones that you have and just play through them. They're very time consuming. They can take a long time to finish. Unless you already played them, then they might take less time. I say this very cautiously though, because I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to play a game 48 hours straight. It's bad for your health. And if you're stuck inside, you really don't want to be unhealthy. Because if you accidentally catch this virus, you're gonna have a hard time fighting it. So consider taking a break every hour to an hour and 30 minutes. Drink some water, read a book, sit down and just do nothing. That way you can get your mind off of the game and you can relax and get recentered. This might seem like it's ruining your game, but it's not. Because actually when you take your mind off of something and you come back to it, you're actually more focused and better than you were previously. And I know this personally because when I play a game and I stop and I come back, I'm twice as better as I was before I even left, and I can think better and I can get out of situations a lot faster. So I highly recommend you play some games safely and have some fun. You don't have to be quarantined or stuck inside doing absolutely nothing. You can have fun while you're stuck inside. There are plenty of things you can do. Especially if you can have things delivered to your home, because you don't even have to interact with the person delivering them. You can just tell them to drop it off at your front door, and when they're gone, go outside, grab it, come back inside, and bam, you got stuff you can do. But that's entirely up to you whether you want to play games or not. I recommend this because most people already have games. Like, most people already have that, or they're hooked up and they have a PlayStation account or whatnot, and they can just go on there and buy games electronically. They don't even have to go out to get games. So whatever you can do, I recommend playing some video games. So the last thing I have for you is actually something that involves going outside. Now, I know you're probably freaking out, like, why would I go outside? But it's not actually a bad thing to go outside. You might actually need to get some fresh air, but it is a bad thing if you interact with people when you're going outside. I recommend that you keep the recommended 6 feet distance. You cover your coughs and your sneezes, and probably wear some gloves or a mask of some kind. Don't buy them online because the prices are crazy and you're being cheated, so don't buy them online. But do go outside, get some air, maybe explore the outdoors, go hiking somewhere that people aren't. Go to the woods, go to a park. Most people nowadays aren't even at the park anymore. As you can see, you can probably get away with going to arcades too, as long as they're open, because a lot of people actually stopped going a long time ago because they're scared to get sick. So you can probably get away with going to an arcade every once in a while. You can probably get away with going to the park. Yeah. Just get outside. You don't even have to actually go to a park or anything like that. You can just sit on your porch, go in your backyard, or stand beside your car if you need to. Just get outside, because when you stay cooped inside for too long, even if you redecorate your space and you have all these different things to keep you busy, you're going to become very irritable and you might lash out at the people who are stuck there with you, or even at your friends over the phone. So I highly recommend you get outside at least once a week if you're going to be self-quarantining for a long time. Then you should get outside at least once a week, or twice a week, or once a day. It depends on you and what you want to do. Just don't interact with anyone, because you don't want to spread a virus if you have it, and you don't want to get it if you don't have it. So be careful when you go outside, but do actually get some air. Don't stay cooped inside and drive yourself crazy. Okay, so that happens to be everything that I have for you guys. Real quick though, I wanted to explain to you guys, stop panicking. Okay, yes, this is very serious, and you should take this seriously, and you should be very cautious when you're outside and around people, but the stores are not closing. As far as I know, I've been told that the stores are not closing, and so it makes absolutely no sense to go inside and empty out the shelves knowing that somebody else is probably going to need it too. If you're taking home about 4 to 5 carts full of toilet paper, you have a serious problem because there are other people who might need that too, and you've just taken it all. Also, you're spending your money for no reason because the store is going to restock, and you have all this stuff at home that you could have just got later on. You could have waited and helped people out. Stop panicking. If you need to stay up to date, you don't know where to get your information, I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to give it to you. But I'm going to put some links in the description down below that I'm able to find. Hopefully they help you. Let me know what you guys are doing over spring break. Are you going out and risking it, or are you staying inside and self-quarantining despite not having the virus or having it? Also, what are your thoughts on the virus? Because I think it's ridiculous and whatnot. But let's have that discussion down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.